All right, this is kind of a repeat of something I suspected earlier on about what concerning Amber Heard, and also very similar to includes Ezra Miller as their respective roles as Mera and the Flash within the DCEU. So Amber Heard, of course, has just been a disaster publicly because of the lawsuit between her and Johnny Depp and that battle. Well, I think, actually he's suing a tabloid and all that. But anyway, just one detail after another about what a very nasty person she is. So a lot of people just didn't want her a part of it anymore and were suggesting, Emilia Clarke replace her as Mera going forward for future Aquaman films. Well, there's a lot of interest in it, and you can see the power of fan movements when it comes to, yes, that's right, the Snyder Cut. Now, everything is really good about the whole Snyder Cut event and what it has brought about, and it's probably the only really good news we've had in 2020. But with everything, there's pros and cons, and so perhaps Amber Heard is one of those, and Ezra Miller too, I guess. But the thing is, she was in the Snyder Cut. She's in that version, and there's more footage of her interactions with Aquaman and all that in that version of Justice League. So to try to replace all that and everything. Oh boy. And in the midst of this madness with the lockdown and everything, just not going to happen. You got to take what you got. And that maintains the face of that character. And with the success of Aquaman, you don't really want to rock the boat too much of what you've set up. To recast it, you can, but, more times than not, they'd rather not. And now that they're banking big time on Snyder Cut, I suspect that has an awful lot to do with why they're going to hang on to her and just hope that, the nasty news just sort of fades away. And Warner's in this position here because they're dealing with both sides of that, with Johnny Depp being a part of Fantastic Beast and all that. So the latest rumor that seemed to confirm that they're not going to replace her, at least anytime soon, and they would have to make that decision pretty quick because scheduling for filming has been reset and is approaching. So Aquaman will get underway, Aquaman 2 that is, sometime early next year. Whereas Johnny Depp was supposed to film early this year for Fantastic Beasts. They couldn't because of the lockdown and all that. They've rescheduled, and that date's coming up. So this conflicted with court dates, and so he made a request for the scheduling to be changed based on his work schedule and all that. And apparently Amber made a similar request. So this plays into somewhat confirmation that they're going to stick with Amber as far as Mera goes. Now, it comes from Mikey Sutton, who's pretty good at this sort of thing about his rumors turning out to have a lot of credibility and truth to them. But the fact that it's referring to the court cases, and it seems to confirm this, that, they're going to stick with it. But, why? Well, once again, as I figured, Snyder Cut is everything for Warner's right now. And because AT&T needs HBO Max to be a huge success, and the excitement surrounding Snyder Cut makes a huge boost for that. And so anything that might disrupt that or mess it up, oh boy, they're not going to want to deal with it. And a lot of times it can all work out. I mean, you may not like Amber, but if she shows up and does a good enough job for the character, that's her business. You don't have to go home with her. You don't have to marry her, and all of that. And a lot of people in Hollywood are people you probably wouldn't really want to know. I mean, come on. Time and time again, it happens. Even if it's someone whose performances you really enjoy, they're probably, you're better off not meeting them, It's not always the case, but boy, it is a lot. And so, it's not the end of everything for me. It's like, I can understand people wanting her replaced, and Emilia Clarke got the role, fine, I wouldn't care. But for consistency and look and a collection of films, of Aquaman and all that, they'd rather keep the cast they've got. So, going forward, you just have to, sometimes you got to go to work with a-holes, you know. That's life. But if they show up on time and they do the job, well, hey, that's really all that's required. So anything worse than what's been done before, well, it's a problem, and they got to be kind of nervous about it when you got to have dealings with people like that, and that's that. But under different circumstances, and if it was just Aquaman and there was no Snyder Cut and stuff, I don't know. They might have gone ahead and moved with someone else. As for Emilia Clarke, the rumors is she's in line to be the Zatanna for Justice League Darks, and that might be. She's not available for, Aquaman and all that. So that could also be at play there. Who knows? But, without Snyder, Amber Heard needs to be very grateful that Zack Snyder cast her. Marin, you better keep your nose clean and be on your best behavior going forward, because otherwise, under different circumstances, yes, if they thought the franchise was in trouble by her presence, well, they'd drop Amber like a turd in the bowl. Yes, they would. And flush it away. All right, there you go. Pretty much, same material I covered earlier, but, I'm trying to keep up with my YouTube channel while I continue to recover from Hurricane Laura. Still no electric power, so stuck on generator and very difficult to do. But, I want to keep it up. So anyway, there you go. Thanks for watching and listening. Please like and subscribe and share and all that good stuff. And if you want us to help out your old pal, Mr. Nailsin, well, then you can head over to the Mr. Nailsin store at Zazzle.com. Oh, yeah. And you can pick up a copy of my comic book, Night Night, at IndiePlanet.com and look for Night Night.